Greetings, my name is Neil Doyle, and this is a strategic analysis of Target Corporation, which is required for MG600 strategic management at the Minnesota School of Business. My teammates for this presentation was Tina Bernew and Amanda Mattery, and we completed this completely in the virtual team environment. A little brief history on the Target Corporation. George Dayton formed Dayton Dry Goods Company in Minneapolis in 1902. That was the somewhat beginning of what we know now as Target. Target came about on May 1st, 1962 in Roseville, Minnesota. By 1979, Target had reached its goal of $1 billion in annual sales. And in 2012, Target celebrated 50 years since their very first store opened in 1962. In addition to celebrating 110 years since George Dayton founded the idea in 1902. Target gives its time, talent, and business strengths to make its communities very strong, healthy, and safe. Target believes in investing in career development and the well-being of their team. Just a quick look at the SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis basically when a company sits down and determines their strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Some of Target's major strengths, as we see here, are they have a large growth. They have 371,000 people employed by them right now. They are viewed as an ethical organization. They've won company awards for the past 7 years. Some of the weaknesses, though, is they have fewer stores than some of their competitors, such as Walmart. They do have somewhat higher prices, but they're also known for quality goods. Some of the opportunities that Target highlights is they're starting to think about expanding internationally, and then they look to reduce prices with savings from operational costs. Some of the threats for the organization, of course, Walmart and Kmart. Walmart, as we know, has a very good strategy in place in e-commerce and buying up land that is very easy to get to, on frontage roads off of interstates, dotting almost every town. And then competitions from international chains, of course. Quickly looking at Porter's 5 forces of competition. According to Michael Porter, there are 5 forces to take into consideration when putting together a company's competitive strategy. That is the customers, the suppliers, current competitors, new entrants into the market, and substitute products and or services. When looking at Target and comparing the Target Corporation to Porter's 5 forces, there are many different things that we need to take into consideration. Quickly looking at Target's consumer base. Target customers expect high-quality goods at reasonable prices. As smartphones have come into play, many Target customers are able to price watch products, compare and match prices to Target's competitors right from their phone. Target takes pride in owning many of their own brands, so they're able to provide affordable prices yet control the quality of the goods. Bargaining power is a relationship with customers and suppliers, and this has a critical impact on profitability and attractiveness. Target also works closely with suppliers around the world and is looking for innovative ways to deliver more value to their customers, but also strengthen the communities of where they do the business. Target's biggest known competitor is currently Walmart. The average household income for Walmart customers is between $30,000 and $60,000 annually, as Target's customer median income level is up to $64,000 annually. So that was kind of an interesting statistic. New entrants into the market. one of the teammates analyzed this pretty heavily. The threat of new entrants into the market is very low right now. There is so much competition in the industry, which makes it hard for new companies to try to come in and gain a section of the profit share and the market share. Target is a very solid company with a loyal customer base, large variety of products, and they have a reputable brand name. Target also offers a wide range of products and has many close substitute sellers. As you'll see on the slide here, Best Buy, Kohl's, Walgreens, there's some of the bigger ones that sell substitute goods that Target has, but Target is able to kind of leverage each of these goods under one roof, so that kind of gives them an edge here. Looking at the stakeholder analysis, this is similar to the SWOT graph that we had looked at, but basically when you analyze your stakeholders, you're going to place them into four different groups. Stakeholders that have high power and high interest over the new product chain or line, stakeholders that have high power and low interest, and then our folks that have low power and high interest, and then low power, low interest. Once the stakeholders have been categorized, corporations can then leverage different channels to engage them at appropriate levels. So, for example, monitor, a company could just set up a blog or include them in a quarterly newsletter to keep them abreast on what the corporation's doing, versus those that they want to manage closely and keep informed. They're going to want to pull them on more strategic planning and give them monthly, if not weekly, and daily updates as to where the organization is going. One unique thing about Target's website is they actually have a stakeholder engagement page right on their website that anybody can go to. The main message to their shareholders on that website reads, engaging with our stakeholders and listening to their ideas, concerns, and perspective is vital to the success of our business. They also state in that stakeholder engagement page that they do value input from all their stakeholders, and they engage them in formal and informal ways across the company, across different channels, which is important to establishing those successful networks. And this can also alleviate unnecessary work and stress if they properly set those channels and networks up. Right on that same webpage, Target identified their stakeholders as any guest of their store, team members, meaning employees, policy influencers, communities to which they have a brick and mortar store in or a corporate office in, investors, and vendors. Quickly looking at the life cycle analysis, some product lines, some traditional product life cycle basically isn't going to be affected a lot by this. You're talking your foods or your canned goods, a lot of grocery items. You're always going to need them. But on the technology forefront, most products go through this curve. They're introduced to the market. There's sizable growth, awareness, marketing of the product. Eventually it reaches a point where it matures, and then there's going to be a decline, either because a new product that's better technologically is introduced to the market, or the buzz kind of dies down on the product. This is important when it comes to price, mainly pricing the product and marketing at the beginning of the life cycle. Because if you price the product too high or too low, it's going to greatly impact the revenue for the company. Basically, Target does pay strict attention to product life cycles. For this, I actually researched this. I went out to some of the job postings of the Target Corporation, and I strictly looked at the knowledge, skills, and abilities that each position in project management the ideal candidates had. And basically in the job description, the bullets below here are exactly what they were looking for: to develop and market new product lines, market products across various channels. The employee would leverage and evolve new product lines, manage the entire life cycle from strategic planning to product positioning, establish correct pricing, and employ and monitor tactical activities within their portfolios. So they do seek out very focused talent for these positions. How does Target position themselves within the virtual market? Well, they have online shopping available for some products. So you can go out to their website and you can select products, put them in the cart, check out with your card, and have them shipped to you. There is some evidence online that I came across that suggested that Target Corporation is lagging behind in other countries, such as Canada. And Target, there is marketable evidence that says that they need to invest more in e-commerce in order to compete with companies such as Sears, Walmart, Hudson's Bay, and Costco in countries such as Canada. Quickly looking at their supply chain analysis, Target has a very diverse supply chain which involves groups that help minorities. This diversity in giving back to the community attracts customers who want to support some minorities and diversities. Customers are more willing to pay a fair price if it benefits a minority. Some recommendations for strategic planning. We got some short-term and some long-term recommendations here. Basically, in the short term, lower prices would help boost their sales revenue. Purchase more brands to control prices, and work with employees to keep them. There is some evidence that says there's high employee turnover. In the long term, boost security. Figure out ways to keep employee turnover at a minimum, and then expand the e-commerce market. Decision and teamwork analysis. Basically, the Target team brainstormed ways that they could improve. We also looked at SWOT analysis in other areas of our report and put together ideas that we thought would make an improvement to Target. In summary, all of us enjoyed working as a team. Selecting the Target Corporation was very good because there's ample data out there on the World Wide Web that could satisfy each of the sections of the report. We had really great communication amongst all of our team members, so we were able to meet our deadlines. There was a lot of engagement and discussion forums, and then we worked through drafts and evolved drafts very well together. And our references. At this point, I'd like to thank you for your time and attention. And if you have any questions regarding this report, please feel free to give me an email.